There's something really powerful about the experience of driving. You're disconnecting from everything but the thing you're doing. You're kind of supported by all of this complexity, but you're able to just perform the most simple action and tune out of everything else. It's like this attempt to refine an idea or to remove the superfluous from something complicated. So I studied graphic design briefly in high school. I spent 3 years at design school. I bounced around like these little boutique agencies doing everything from small branding projects to big digital product builds. I worked at a couple little startups, just like bounced around everywhere. Probably had 10 jobs in 10 years. And then got to the point where I was like, I want to do this by myself or have more control over the outcome of this thing. The thing that got me hooked on the process of design is this idea of solving a problem or building a system or like creating this epiphany. People started to introduce me to digital art. A design exercise is trying to answer a question. Art provokes more questions than it answers. I was making digital art. I was designing digital art. In the beginning, there was no generative plan for checks. It was just an open edition artwork. We built this mechanism by which you could take an edition and migrate it to a immutable on-chain piece of digital artwork that produces something completely unique. So you as a collector can make that decision, and then from those unique pieces you can combine them down to a single check mark. And the commentary there is really like about this pursuit of status that is embedded in the check mark to begin with. Well, in my case, driving is the only thing that really takes me out of thinking about everything else. So it is a like incredible creative unlock for me. The ability to dial into something or focus on something very specific unlocks sub-channel in your brain to think about other things. And normally when I arrive somewhere, I have better ideas than when I left. Yeah, I definitely get my best ideas on the road to the point I have to pull over sometimes. Almost like this defragging of your mind that happens when you're doing something really specific. So when I was first approached to do the Velocity series, I instantly said yes because the opportunity to combine these things that I've been intrinsically interested in for such a long time. There's some DNA of checkmark in what I'm working on for the Velocity series. This idea of notability is something that transcends industries or trades or craft. So there's two collections. One of the concepts is called trademark. Trademark is a direct commentary on this idea of collaboration, and then the other is this idea of the burnout. And you have this aerial view of concentric circles. Red Bull is a trademark, but a mark of the trade of racing, if you are a successful competitor, is the tire marks that you leave on the track. Something that I avoided in the past was the interpretation component. I want to be able to talk about all the different ways it can be interpreted, but then the output should transcend that entirely. Like if you know nothing about it, it should be beautiful to look at. I think there is something unique happening here that until now hasn't existed in F1.